Just beyond this moon sculpture, they've got the historic Cheyenne Spring. It's this very cool circular stone-clad building with a natural spring here. They've got a plaque here with some history of the healing water. So a lot of the early settlers thought that the minerals in the spring water had healing properties that would help your health throughout the year. Are you drinking that? Can you drink that?
Yeah.
So I guess there's 8 springs located throughout Manitou Springs. My brother just drank this, so I think you can drink the spring water. Oh, dude, that doesn't taste that good. Oh. If I get dysentery tonight, that didn't taste good. Did you like that?
Wasn't bad.
Ugh.
That was sweet taste.
It tasted irony to me, even though there's rocks. Just to give you guys a better view of this. This is the Shoshone mineral water fountain. Ugh, it tasted irony to me. I am Iron Man. So it looks like this is another fountain or a natural spring. I don't know if it's natural, if it's being pumped through a pipe system. You going to drink from that one, Connor?
I don't know. I haven't seen it gross.
I don't know. I'm going to hesitate here. I think I need to do a little more research before I consume some of this water. Reading some of the sign here, it looks like this might be Stratton Spring, which was drilled in 1936. I think that's what this is. So we just got a cup from a bar here called The Loop, and we're going to sample the springs here in Manitou Springs and let you know how they taste. So this one is Stratton Spring. The one I was a little nervous about before. Me and Connor are going to try these. All right, this is Stratton Spring. We're going to try this. All right, ready? Oh. It tastes really, really like irony, and you can tell it's full of minerals at first, but actually it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It tastes pretty good. It's just kind of weird at first. You gonna try it, Connor?
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
Cool. What do you think?
Not bad.
It tastes kind of weird at first, but then the aftertaste isn't bad.
Yeah.
So these actually have a natural carbonation to them. It tastes kind of like LaCroix, which is weird. So we're gonna keep walking with these dinosaur cups and sipping from springs. It's better than using our hands. Okay, right up there is the famous Manitou Incline. It's an old railway track that goes to the top of that mountain. Connor, how high is it? Is it a mile? I think it's a mile hike all the way up the side of the mountain.
Yeah. It's in length a mile.
In length, it's a mile.
You go up 1,800 feet.
Okay, so in length, it's a mile. Close enough. So the Manitou Incline, it's a mile of stairs. I did that 3 years ago in 2016. Connor, you've done it a few times, right?
No, just once.
Oh, just once.
Yeah.
It's
last summer.
It's definitely a workout. It's grueling. I mean, imagine walking up steps constantly for a mile. So you definitely feel it in your legs. It's definitely kind of hard to walk the next day, but you feel accomplished when you actually do it, and you have a beautiful view of the entire region and of downtown Manitou Springs from the top. It's definitely worth doing. It's a lot of fun. And we're at the next spring here, so I'm going to show you this. So this is Twin Spring at the top of the hill here on Main Street. And yeah, this one looks pretty green. All right, Connor, you gonna go first? Oh yeah, just take it all down. Oh, that didn't look good. that doesn't make me feel better. Not bad?
No. Yeah,
all
right,
I'm next. Bon appetit. This is Twin Spring. Bottoms up. You know, I like that one better.
Yeah, I think that's the best one.
That's better than Stratton. Twin is better than Stratton. Keep that in mind. Again, it tastes like LaCroix. It's really strange. I think the more I'm drinking it, the more I like it. In a weird way. I think somebody might have flushed a toilet and now you get a little more water pressure. This is a pretty weird place to put a tire swing. Just hanging here right above this canal. Wonder who uses that.
There's rich folks eating on a fancy dining car. They probably drinking coffee, thinking and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can be free. Y'all have a good one. And the train keeps rolling.
Cool looking fountain right here as well. And looks like there's some information here. A town built on mineral water resources. It's naturally carbonated mineral springs of Manitou. Springs inspired the town's early development. Looks like they have a natural spring. All right, we got the Cheyenne Spring is up next. Got my cup ready. This was actually the handiest, this is the most convenient pour. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. It's kind of like a soda fountain. We are still on the spring hunt even after playing at the arcade, and the Navajo Spring is actually right here. Right there, it's backwards. But it says Navajo Spring, but it's right over here in the arcade. So we're gonna go and try this out.
It's not running.
Oh, it's not running?
So you can't
Oh,
do
the
it.
spring dried up. Maybe do they only have these running in the daytime? There's Navajo Spring. Well, that's a bummer. I don't know why the Navajo Spring isn't running. That one's still running. That's a bummer. I don't know why the Navajo Spring isn't running. Maybe they turn it off after daytime because vampires come out at night. That's what I've heard. I think vampires come out at night. We'll keep our eyes open. Hopefully we don't see anything like that. This is awesome. So at night they turn on the Cheyenne Spring, so you can actually see inside this stone building there. So that's Cheyenne Spring, and you can actually see the spring itself, and that's what was piping, or the water was being piped right through there. And that was the nice convenient pour spring, Cheyenne, but this is really awesome. You can see inside here they've got some historical photos hanging on the walls. An old barrel churning up delicious mineral spring water. So this is Wheeler Spring, another one we haven't tried. I have a beard right now that looks a lot like Wheeler. So we're gonna try this in. I felt some rain too, man. So this is Wheeler Spring right here. And we're gonna fill this up. It's just gonna downpour and then we go to Iron Spring. All right, here we go, Wheeler Spring. This one's also a convenient pour. All right, here we go. Let me turn this around. All right, this is Wheeler Spring. Bottoms up. Cheers. That's a good one.
So that one might be the best.
I think this is the best. Wheeler Spring has beaten Twin Spring today. It is our favorite spring water of the day. I'm actually gonna get some more. This is really, really good. And I think we're gonna try to hit up the last one. I believe it's called Iron Spring. It's at the top of the, very top of the hill. So I'm gonna drive up there. Hopefully there's parking. And we're starting to feel some raindrops. So hopefully it's not gonna downpour on us here in a little bit. But the spring water here is great. Wheeler, good job, good work. It's very dark. Okay guys, this is the last spring. It's way up at the top of the mountain. Well, not the top of the mountain, but up the hill from downtown Manitou Springs. So we are really close to where the Manitou Incline starts and kind of close to where the cog rail train is, the train station to go up to the top of Pikes Peak. So this is Iron Spring and it's way up here. So we drove up here. It's getting dark. Here's the sign. I'm gonna turn this around so you can kind of see what's going on here. Iron Spring. The last natural mineral water spring. Is it number 7, Connor?
Yeah.
Number 7 of the day.
It like pumps up.
Oh wow, this is awesome. So this is a legit spring. It's like a concrete cylinder, and it just comes out in spurts.
It's like there's a lot of iron.
Got a lot of iron, and it's also kind of creepy because there's like this pitch black trail that just goes right into the woods of the mountainside. So hopefully there's no bears. Hopefully we don't see Bigfoot. Yeah, this does come out in spurts. All right, so we got our cups. All right, let's do this. Ooh, that's kind of gross. Oh, you missed it. Wait for it. Wait for it. That is so funny. All right, I'm gonna turn this around. Okay, this is the last spring of the day, spring number 7. This is Iron Springs, and some locals downtown said that this was the worst tasting of the springs. So, all right, Connor, bottoms up to the.
It even smells metallic.
Ooh, yeah, it smells like metal. Rock hard. All right, so the last of the 7 springs of Manitou Springs. Cheers. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That tastes like iron. That tastes like iron. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I got to finish my cup. You know, that would be a brutal challenge if somebody you had to fill the cup up and chug every spring. Yeah, this by far is the worst tasting one. You can taste the iron in it. You can taste the metals. But it's supposed to be good for you. It's supposed to be good. So our bodies are energized. We're feeling good. So there you have it. That is the last of the springs. Connor, what do you think? I think the best tasting one was Wheeler Spring by far.
Wheeler was good.
Wheeler was probably our favorite. And then, of course, Iron Spring at the top was by far the worst. So if you do want to come to Manitou Springs and taste test all the springs, I highly recommend start with this one. Start with Iron. It's way up at the top of the hill or the mountainside. And then you can make your way down into Manitou Springs and enjoy the rest of them.
You
So
chase it with the rest of them.
that's that. So thanks, guys, for watching. Now you know what the different springs look like here in Manitou Springs and kind of how they taste. So hopefully that helps. This is really cool. So there's an old picture here, too, of people actually serving the spring water here at Iron Spring, here at the top of the hill, or, the side of the mountain. What year is this from, does it say? 1910. Well, it says after the waters drilled the spring in 1910. So this is probably circa about 100 years ago, really. Probably around anywhere from 1910 to 1920, I'm guessing that this photo would have been taken. That's amazing. Right where we're standing right now, they were serving mineral water. This is amazing. So they have a little diagram here at the Iron Spring. A fault running below your feet delivers natural carbonation to Manitou Spring water. So you can actually, and it's true, you can taste some carbonation in this. Yeah, my hands are all wet because I soaked it in the spring. But you can actually taste carbonation with it. It tastes kind of similar to LaCroix a little bit. It's really, really weird. And it comes from Mother Nature. Good job. Good work, Mother Nature. I want to suck your blood.